Hi, welcome back to Movie Blender, and do we have a doozy for you? We just got back from a midnight showing of After Earth, or After Earth, and do we have a lot to talk about?
So After Earth is the new directed by M. Night Shyamalan movie.
It is? I didn't know that. It is?
They didn't advertise in any of the trailers for good reason. He didn't write or produce or anything like that, but he did direct it. Mm-hmm. And it's basically a very high concept sci-fi movie that pits Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith against a alien bred race of fear-smelling beasts in the future.
So what happens is, of course, humanity destroys Earth with floods.
They're like, you know, humanity, we destroyed our own planet. It's like, well, we didn't do that. We did not flood the Earth.
So everybody gets in rocket ships. Rocket ships go off to another planet. Yeah. The planet's owned by other aliens. And their weapon of choice is monsters that smell fear.
Yeah, called Ursas.
Ursas. Monsters that smell fear. But, see, here's the key, is that Will Smith is able to ghost. That means... Ghosting means that you don't produce any fear pheromones.
Yeah.
So the things can't see you. They can only see fear. They don't see motion. They don't see light or darkness.
Apparently, they can't hear well.
They don't hear. It's pure fear. So I hope the terrain is always scared of them. Otherwise, they can never find their way around.
Yeah, I think the basic gist is that they suck. Really bad. But somehow they're wiping out humans.
Exactly. And the way that you fight wars in the future is with these futuristic bamboo sticks that you twist it a little bit, and then a different kind of sword comes out, Darth Maul style. Yeah. And it's dumb. No laser guns.
It's really dumb.
No Starship Troopers. Fuck that. Pick up a samurai sword.
I don't think I saw a single gun in this movie. Yeah, they were definitely trying for a different aesthetic with this movie, which, okay, I appreciate the look of the movie. It was definitely different looking. Mm-hmm. All the ships and structures sort of had an organic feel. Even the super futuristic buildings kind of look like tents a little bit, the way they were built.
Yeah, but it was funny because in Serenity or Firefly, it's all about Asian culture with kind of future tech. Yeah. And now it's kind of like
future culture with Asian tech.
With Asian tech, so that was just kind of chopsticks and stuff like that. So that was kind of
That's true. It's just, I mean, we were talking about it. It's like, if you're going to have a concept like that or an aesthetic like that, you have to make it functional. There was no reason for things to look like this.
Yeah, they had like, so on the ship that, well, first off, Will Smith and Jaden Smith, well, they don't get along. No. Because Will Smith's commander, and Jaden Smith's just a good dad. Yeah. So, Mom thinks it'd be a great idea for them to both take a spaceship trip to somewhere.
With an Ursa on board.
It'll be fun. It'll be fine. So, Will Smith trying to connect with his cadet son is like, you're coming with me into space. Meanwhile, during the trip, they're loading up one of the kill everybody aliens into the ship. It's okay. It's like in a little cocoon thing.
It's in an egg. They never explain that either.
And the restricted zone that keeps the passengers away from us, it's just bamboo leaves. You just walk around through that.
They just had a bead curtain. It's all good.
It's just a restricted.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Jesus.
What's in here, guys?
So of course we gotta have something go wrong. This is the future in space. Everything goes wrong. What goes wrong, man?
Their gravitrons are too low.
Yeah. They don't have enough gravitrons. Well, they have too much gravitrons.
Yeah, they either have too much or too few. But Will Smith is like, I sense something. And he gets up and he has a little tuning fork. And he's like, oh no. And he goes into the cockpit and he's like, hey guys, our gravitrons are too high. And they're like, what? And he's like, we should probably not go into the asteroid field. And they're like, no, we're going to. And then they crash, and Will Smith's like, I told you, the gravitrons, man. What did I say about the gravitrons?
It's all about the gravitrons, man. So they crash, and there's exactly 2 survivors. Who's it going to be? Is it the pilots?
I think it'll be the random guy that Will Smith's son talked to in the cargo hold.
With the Austrian accent for some reason.
Yeah, with the Austrian accent, and the female passenger that was sitting next to him.
Yeah, I think that's... Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
I think it might be Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
I think you're right.
Out of an entire plane full of people... Will Smith and Jaden Smith are the only people to make it.
Which, by the way, it never explains how Will Smith survives.
Yeah, okay, he gets like sucked up. Whoa! And so Jaden Smith's the only one
who was strapped in while the plane was going.
Yeah, he's the only guy with his seat back and tray table up in the upright position
and his cell phone off.
So that's where he lived.
Yeah, their back of the plane rips off, and everyone's getting sucked out the ass of the plane, and it's like, how Will Smith survive?
So now Will Smith and Jaden Smith are like on this side of the island, and the people from the tail section are the others. Other side.
Oh,
and then Smoke Monster comes around.
Prequel to Lost. I get it. I get it. Okay.
So no, actually, Will Smith broke both of his legs, and only his legs.
Yes.
And now he is slowly dying. But there is a way to save them. You have to find the emergency beacon that was broken on the front half of the plane.
But there's another one on the tail.
Why is there another one on the tail?
I don't know.
How many beacons do they have?
Why did they even need the whole? Oh, the beacon over here is broken. We gotta go get the other one. Why didn't they just say the beacon's on the other end? Of the thing?
The beacon's at the other end of the thing. Anyway, so apparently Earth is like. It's a no-no place. It's all restricted, contaminated.
Quarantine level 1.
Yeah, it is. Don't go there.
It's the Chernobyl of planets.
So, apparently you can't breathe on Earth. Nothing but trees. Trees everywhere, you can't breathe them.
Yeah. They never really explain why. They just say you can't take the oxygen out of the atmosphere.
So you have to have like these little breathing liquid thingies.
Yeah.
So that means Jaden Smith is the only person who can make it from the front end of the plane to the tail end of the plane, and he's got 2 days to do it.
Yeah. See, okay, now I do have to mention that this is where I think the movie is good, is it sets up the expectations of the movie. Like, Will Smith goes, here's the deal. We're here. Other things here. You can get there in about 2 days, and you've got this much time of breathing to get there. And it's like, okay, expectations set up, conflict set up, goals set up. That was something that good could be said about the movie. It does set up the plot pretty well in that instance.
But what about the? I forgot we didn't mention the exposition dump in the very beginning.
Oh man, so bad.
So Jaden Smith, like the movie starts off, and Jaden Smith's like, "This is everything you need to know for this to make sense."
In about 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
All that shit that we explained about the Earth, the Ranger guys, ghosting, the Ursas, it's about 45 seconds. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Here's the plot synopsis for the movie, setting it up.
So the problem is that Jaden Smith he's still a cadet in the Space Ranger Corps.
Green Lanterns.
Green Lanterns. Yes, he has to overcome his fear to use his willpower.
Yeah.
So the problem with Jaden is that he saw his older sister get killed by one of the Ursas, so he's a big old skater cat.
Yeah.
He's scared of everything.
He's afraid of absolutely everything.
And so what this means is that he makes stupid mistakes and has no character.
Yeah.
At all.
This movie should be retitled Jaden Smith Freaks Out and Wakes Up in Strange Places. Because that's what happens in this movie.
It happens 3 times.
Yeah. He wakes up and he's like, where the hell am I? Like, all the time in this movie.
So he starts off, he's doing good until he says, "A monkey!" Oh, monkeys are so scary.
Now, if you're in the woods and you see a monkey, what do you do with the monkey?
Let's see.
What are our options?
I learn its language and mate with its women.
Okay, that's one option.
Yeah.
What's the second option?
I throw a rock at it.
Let's go with that. Let's throw a rock at it.
Yeah. So he throws a rock at the monkey, pisses off the monkeys, gets chased by the monkeys.
Monkey calls its friends over, and they just start chasing.
And it's really funny because like Will Smith is connected to Jaden through like this little wristband thing that he says, "This is the only way we can talk.
Don't break this halfway through the movie.
If it ever gets broken, it'll be dramatic." So
and you'll have to overcome your personal demons and progress as a character.
Yourself. So Will Smith is saying, "Don't throw rocks at the monkey. I'm gonna throw a rock. Don't throw rocks at the monkey.
Don't throw a rock at the monkey.
I'm gonna throw a rock at the monkey. I'm gonna throw a rock at the monkey."
And he does it.
And he pisses off the monkeys. He runs through a river, and then he's like, "All right, no more monkey. Oh, He's got a leech.
He's got a leech on his hand.
It's a deadly leech, though.
Yeah.
So now he's got to poke himself full of drugs.
His face gets all puffy like he just got stung by a bee.
Leeches.
Yeah. Dad, I can't feel my hand. How do I do this? And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this is our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, with the puffy face.
Puffy face coward.
Like he just ate a bad lobster. And so he pokes himself a few times, then he gets over the leash bite, and then he starts going again.
Starts running some more.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
So here's the important thing, though. Jaden Smith only has 2 days to make it to the back of the plane. Mm-hmm. Also, at night, the Earth freezes.
The Earth freezes over completely.
Freezes over completely. You will freeze. Earth freezes nightly.
Just like in real life.
Yeah. You know that frost that's on the leaves in the morning? Kills you.
It'll kill you if you're outside. That's why we have houses.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a problem with that, because I'm pretty sure that can't happen.
No.
If it's going to freeze at night, it has to be burning hot during the day.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just frozen all day long.
And the other thing, too, is that, like, most of the wildlife, though it's evolved to kill humans, even though there's no humans on the planet, they look pretty much like wildlife does today, and plant life pretty much looks the same. It's like, if the Earth is freezing every night, everything would look completely different. We would not be alive anymore.
Everything would just be covered in fur or live underground.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving past that, Jaden Smith, he gets to a waterfall, and we find out, some of his breathy donuts, they look like donuts.
They do look like donuts.
They're broken.
They broke.
So he can't make the trip, and his dad says, "Come on back, you failed."
Yeah.
So Jaden says, "I don't think so. I'm going to jump off this mountain."
Yeah.
And
Before he does that, though, he has a for-your consideration moment. He's trying for that Oscar, man.
Oh, he wants it.
Oh man, he has a fight with his dad over the intercom, and he's crying. It's very
so,
poignant, and then he jumps off.
Yeah, it's funny because he doesn't look at his wrist like saying this. He's just staring out into space.
Yeah,
You're a coward. Yeah. I won't let you.
Yeah.
No, I am brave. You would give a ranger like this any orders?
Yeah, so it's a very fine acting moment for Jaden Smith, and then he jumps. He has his little Batman suit.
And Will Smith, he's a great narrator.
Yeah,
because most of the time he's either sitting down or off camera.
Yeah.
So Morgan Freeman, watch out.
Yeah, Will Smith is gunning for your seat, man.
So Jaden Smith jumps off the cliff, and I guess now he has wings on his thing.
Yeah,
I didn't see him before.
I don't know where they were.
Now he's got wings.
Yeah.
So he's skydiving off the waterfall, and a bird gets him.
Yeah, big bird.
Big old bird.
Pterodactyl-sized bird.
Yeah, it gets him. It doesn't kill him, though. It just brings him to the nest.
Yeah.
So that the birds...
The baby birds can eat him.
Even though he's alive.
Yeah.
And, like, they nibble at him, and he's just like, quit it.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're tearing into him. It's just like, stop. Don't.
How are you planning on eating him?
Yeah! And then, at that exact moment...
Yeah.
Giant jungle cats attack.
Yep.
Giant jungle cats.
Big old jungle cats.
Attack in the nest. They kill all the birds. All the little baby birds.
Jaden Smith is pretty upset about it. He's like, leave them alone!
Don't kill these birds that are going to eat
What
me.
do you care, man? So he kills all the jungle cats and with the help of the giant bird. And the giant bird's like, thanks, bro. And then, like, flies away. Yeah. But it's not the end of the bird.
No.
The bird comes back.
The bird comes back. The bird is constantly circling around, and Jaden's like, go away, you big meanie.
Yeah.
So then what happens?
He's walking around some more, and he realizes that the communicator broke.
Wow, it's broken.
He broke the communicator.
Dramatic.
Yeah, so at first he's kind of panicking a little bit, but he finds he sees these pigs come out of his cave, and he's like, hey, a cave. So he goes in the cave, and there's lava in the cave?
Yeah, there's lava. So there's lava in the cave, but he still lights a fire.
He still lights a fire, because, it's kind of cold in here.
It's chilly.
It's cold in this lava cave. And he finds some cave drawings, and he's like, hey, I'm going to draw on the cave wall to figure out where I'm supposed to go.
So he does, basically this is here, I'm at here, go here.
Yeah.
Thanks, me.
It's like...
That's what I needed.
Oh, it's so simple. I just have to get to there. But he comes out of the cave in the... I don't know when he's in the cave, because I thought he was in there overnight. Mm-hmm. But when he wakes up on the raft later, it's freezing over. So I don't know if he was on the raft all day.
Yeah, so what happened? He comes out of the cave and he's just like, fuck this walking thing. I'm on the raft and going down the river.
He builds a raft and he Tom Sawyer's it down the river.
He does. He takes a little nappy poo, and when he wakes up, it's all starting to freeze.
Yeah.
But, oh no, there's no hot spot to not freeze during.
Yeah.
So he's fucked. He's dead. There's nothing he can do.
He's just dead. He freezes.
Yeah, he's out there by himself.
Yep.
Wait a second. This calls for a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Bring back the giant bird.
Bird bro.
The bird takes him, puts him into a little nest,
and then lays on the top of him.
The bird,
which prevents it from freezing.
The bird gives its life so that Jaden Smith can live.
Bird bro.
The bird dies for our sins.
Yeah.
Here's another question. The bird's nest was up in a tree. Why didn't the bird ever freeze during the night?
Because it just slept on top of it.
Oh, there, yeah. So this one time the bird freezes. Yeah. Though.
And Jaden wakes up and he's like, "Hey, thanks for helping me."
Yeah. Oh no,
you're dead.
Oh.
And it's at this point that I realized that Jaden's bamboo sword was gone.
He's got no more sword. So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's got no weapons.
Yeah.
But he makes it to the tail end of the plane it's full of weapons.
Yeah, because theoretically there are a bunch of rangers on board, so they all had their bamboo swords and boxes, but it's just funny that he didn't ever go oh no.
Shit. Yeah.
My bamboo sword. And he never had an opportunity to overcome any sort of situation without it. And by the time he needed it, there were more.
Yeah.
So, cool. I'm glad he lost it.
Yeah. By the way, we should mention that the Ursa thing that was on the plane is just going out. I guess there were survivors and the Ursa just killed them.
Yeah, and impale them on a tree.
Because it does that to scare people.
Yeah.
It's like the Predator that way.
Yeah.
It's all into putting people on shit.
Yeah, the Ursa is really intelligent when the plot calls for it.
So Jaden, he gets a weapon. He gets the other transmitter, the signal into space. Come help us, transmitter.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Why doesn't it work? The ionosphere.
The ionosphere.
See, if Geordie LaForge from Star Trek was here, he would tell you all about the ionosphere.
Yeah, he would just reverse the polarity and be good to go.
So how do you overcome the ionosphere? You just climb a volcano. Well, not a mountain, a volcano.
Or he could have got more gravitrons.
Oh yeah,
but he didn't have them, so he had to get to the top of the mountain.
So where he's at, there's a volcano this way. Active volcano. Yeah. Lava, streams. It's Mount Doom.
Yeah, it is Mount Doom.
Mount Doom's over here. And if we went back this way, there'd be the waterfall and all the shit he already went over. So he could go up the lava, or he could go over here and do the same thing. Let's go to the volcano.
Let's go to Mount Doom.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yep.
And the Ursa's over there too.
Oh, the Ursa found him. Ursa's gonna get him.
So the Ursa goes, I wonder where the human's going to go. I'm going to go wait for him by the volcano, because he's definitely going to go to the volcano.
So now Jaden's he's getting chased by the Ursa, and whoa, I'm so glad we had that in there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the Ursa shows up, and Jaden has this little no fear moment.
Yeah.
And defeats it pretty
and
easily.
Then he kills it.
He kills it and shoots the distress signal, which is not just a bloop bloop transmit set, it's shockwave in space. And then the movie's over in about 30 seconds because they show up, save him, and everything's good to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the minute the signal goes out, rescue crew, get on board.
We just happen to be orbiting Earth, and we're here. I know they sped it up for time purposes, but but seriously, it really felt like, shit, movie's getting kind of long, guys. We gotta end it here.
Oh my god.
So, we pointed this out, but there was no reason for this movie to take place on Earth.
None.
There was nothing particularly earthy about it, and there were no revelations about
nope.
why Earth was the way it was. Nope. And, you know, they didn't go, oh, we could inhabit this planet again. Nothing like that. It literally could have been any given planet with hostile life forms, and it would have been exactly the same. In fact, it would have been better because we wouldn't have been sitting there going, why does Earth freeze every night?
Yeah.
Why is there a volcano?
Yeah, he could have landed on the planet of Ursas. And it would have been the same fucking thing.
Ursa Prime. Ursa Prime. We're good to go.
Ursa Major.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's After Earth, and after that movie, I could use a break.
I could too. I think you should.
M. Night. What happened, dude? Unbreakable. 6th Sense. After Earth. After career, more like it. So that's it for us for now. We'll have more videos later, but you gotta get some sleep.